I'm going to bring on the stage two legends. Please give it up for Tony and Tom Cannon.
Are we going? Yes? Oh, yeah. No, we're not. Thanks, Joe. You're doing great, man. Good to see you every year. Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hey, y'all. What's up?
Yeah, I'm Tom. This is my brother, Tony. We've been around for a bit, and while we're here at EVO to celebrate the best of the best, trying to become that EVO champion this year in today's top fighting games, the tournament's the centerpiece, but it takes an army of volunteers to make this happen. Not just EVO, but tournaments all around the world, getting players to these events, supporting them, supporting each other. And so we have this award called the Cannon Award that we like to give out every year to the unsung heroes who make things like this happen all around the world at all scales. And this year we're delighted to give this year's awards to 3 new recipients. I'm going to start off and then Tony will do the second 2. And so our first Cannon Award recipient for 2025, this is someone who's been around forever. They've been around for over 25 years, serving the community in countless ways. They were one of the co-founders of Texas Showdown, which, believe it or not, is the longest lived fighting game tournament to run out of one event in the world, like even longer than EVO. We've been bouncing around. They've been in Texas doing it year after year. They were also the original admin of a little site called Shoryuken.com, which, if you're new or young, use social media, we used to go to websites to talk to each other, and that was the site where people would connect and meet up for matches or compare notes and strategies, and they were a driving force in making that site happen. You know, they're a player, they're a competitor, they continue to support the scene in countless ways. And so it's my honor to present our first award to Javier Mareno. Javi, come on up, man.
Testing. Yeah, so this is a big, this is really a big honor for me. You know, I've been doing it for 25 plus years, almost 30 years now. You know, my first FGC tournament was back in 1994, playing MK2. My first character was Reptile. I made a tweet post about it, so you know, it's an honor doing this. I've been here since the beginning. I worked my first EVO back in 2002, back at UCLA, you know, working for you guys. I remember, you know, just hauling cabs. You know, one of the things that we did was we took a truck to go to the Spider Dance house, and we had to haul a cab from the second floor up to the first, right, or down to the first. And, you know, and it's just one of those things where, you know, I have that passion to do stuff. If anything, I want to thank my staff and the people who worked for me over the years. Without them, I couldn't really do anything. So, you know, thanks to everybody. Thanks to you guys. I'm glad to be here.
One more time, folks. Give it up for Javi. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you, Javi. Like you mentioned, like, we have a long history. We've been doing this over 30 years. And our next recipient is here, someone who is making sure that history isn't forgotten. Do y'all remember moment 37? Put your hands up. 37? Yeah. How many people know that wasn't the finals? How many people know who won that tournament? Yeah, nobody knows, right? Yeah, I didn't know either. I forgot.
This guy knew.
You knew? One guy knew, right? Who was it? Huh? Yeah, well, no, third strike. Oh, spoiler. It was KO, right? I had to look it up. I didn't know, and I looked it up on Liquipedia, right? The next recipient is responsible for building out the fighting game community on Liquipedia. In 2016, there was no record of the history of fighting games. So he and a small team took it upon themselves to create their own wiki detailing tournament results around the world, player stories, player profiles, and really building up the rich history, right? After 7 years, Liquipedia actually promoted his wiki to the official Liquipedia site, and he's been recently named an admin for Liquipedia itself, right, to keep the tradition going, right? So I really appreciate someone coming and really doing the documentation, really doing the work. I think we're lucky to have come up in an age just where people could have camcorders and just when we could direct capture video feeds so that we can pass this information on to the next generation. And so our second Canon Award recipient goes to Bruno Arruda.
Shout out everybody who supports people who help preserve our history, and I want to shout out people who kept me going all these years, who kept supporting Liquipedia, and also want to shout out my parents who kept supporting me all these years as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Congratulations. Good job.
Tony. Cannon. Retreat. The last one's on the table.
Okay, last award. We used to only give these out to 2 people. Like there was a twin thing, but now we're doing 3. This one I think brings me the most joy. Javi mentioned it. Like being a TO is hard. He would help us back in the day running Evo. And going from 100 people to 10,000 people, you have to solve a lot of problems along the way. Like Javi mentioned, like how do you get arcade cabinets from around the bay and drive them all to one location, and then get them back safely? How do you run a bracket when you have too many people that fit in a bracket? Like we solved that one, that was fine. Like how do you run a tournament when you're 30 CRTs short 12 hours before the tournament starts? That one was tough, but we solved that one, right? At some point, we hit a problem we couldn't solve, which was, what do you do when you're 100 PlayStations short? And you don't have capital. You have a bunch of guys who are passionate in doing their stuff. And we were in a pickle. And that's when we found Gaming Generations, right? Gaming Generations is a company that is the infrastructure, the merchandising, the logistics for practically every fighting game or tournament you go to. Like when we met Gaming Generations, they're like, hey, we've got PlayStations and we've got a truck and we'll patch them to whatever you want. We'll drive them there, we'll set them up, we'll do hardware support. If something goes wrong, we'll patch them out and then we'll take them back. It'll be great. And we're like, holy moly, not all heroes wear capes, right? And the founder of Gaming Generations, Evan, he just does everything with such passion and such humility and such joy. He's been a pleasure to work with, and it's not an overstatement to say the fighting game community would not be what it is today without Evan's support. And so our third Canon Award goes to Evan Mao.
Is this on? Okay. Well, I was not expecting this award today. Rick said I had to come and watch other people get awards, and I'm the sucker that just didn't even understand I was getting an award. But I look back at our company and what we've done over the years, and we started doing competitive gaming stuff in 2007-8. 2009, Street Fighter 4 came out, and that totally changed our minds on what we should be doing for competitive gaming. We switched it over to fighting games. A lot of us grew up, I'm 40, grew up playing fighting games in arcades, like a lot of these guys did as well. Unfortunately, we were out of the Midwest, Wisconsin, not the best place to learn how to play Street Fighter. But that's all we had, and so Street Fighter 4 brought it all back for us, and one of the first big events we got to work was Evo in 2011. And from there, it was our company was established, and we started working other shows. And never in my wildest dreams would have ever thought that events like Evo would have grown to be as big as they are today. 2015, Rick and I started up a company, an event, Combo Breaker. Some of you might have heard of that one. I was scared to death. Rick was like, hey, we should do a tournament. You have to pay for it, and I'll run it. And I was like, okay, that's a great idea, Rick. I'm glad, but now he has to be the face. So he's the guy that everyone talks to, and I'm like the guy in the corner that's, no one talks to. So thank you, Rick, for taking on that role. I really appreciate it now. But no, it's one of those things where I feel like anything you put your mind to, you can accomplish. I never thought again we'd be doing competitive video games and making a living doing this. My parents, for sure, never thought I could do this and make a living. So it was cool proving people wrong. I shouldn't be saying that. If my dad's ever going to see this, probably not. But, and otherwise, it's just been a great ride. So many great people you meet. Truly is a family affair. I feel like I know many of you. And, it's just you come to these events and it just feels like home. So I'm super excited. I'm going to see the Backstreet Boys tomorrow night. I'm super pumped at the Sphere. Y'all are welcome to come. It's my wife and I's 17th wedding anniversary. So, yeah, Evo, it means a lot to me. So I could tell you more stories as well about Jabali. I will not about CEO. And thank you very much. I really appreciate this, guys. So thank you.
Good job. Congratulations.
That's a great speech, man. All right, so those are our award winners for this year. I think I speak for Tony. Thanks to everyone who is not winning an award, but you're hustling. We know there are thousands of you all around the world. And it's your passion, your dedication, and your drive that helps all of us keep this thing going. So thank you all, and thank you all for coming to EVO this year. And that's it from us. Thanks. Bye-bye.